again. What's up, it's your boy. Back at it again. Hey Maya, what up? You're no help. Bring Mia back out. Oh, what are you hiding, WP? Oh, dang, what? Hey, Kuranubi, what up? Shut up, Google. I didn't ask you. 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Oh, my wireless headset is beeping like it's needs some charge. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Maingay nagcha-charge ka na eh. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run through. Whatever. Okay, we're done here. We're done here. Also, my headset is still beeping. Come on, headset. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to the studio. What up, old bag? You eat, you die. Oh shit. Why my headset still beeping, bro? God dang. Alright, I'm gonna unplug this phone. Yeah, okay, there you go. Alright. What up, old bag? Director Manila. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal, he's soft to push over. That's whatever Vasquez tells him to. Have you seen the Vasquez lady? She hot as fuck. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Man, I'd like anything she treats me with. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. My headset's beeping, man. Stop beeping it. Oh, because I'm charging another thing. Alright, plug this. Plug it over here. Shut up, headset. I'm getting you some charge. Okay. How about Mr. Hammer? Arg! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? You know, your possessive apostrophe S's are bad. You know that? You should just use an apostrophe after an S, not an S apostrophe S. He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. Alright, we're done here. Why would they film? Somebody got murdered. The evil magistrate is dead. Why would you film? Hey, what up, Gumshoe? Yeah, pal. Trace is there off. Okay. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. Okay. I'm stretching up here. But I have the capabilities to make the cursory examination right here. Okay. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts with these sleeping pills. If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Dot, 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 dot. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup in hot cup. What? Holy shit. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. Aha. So that means, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was the one other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pills bottle added to the court record. Okay. Yo, what happened to this thing? There you go. All right. Switch the T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. Gotcha. Gotcha! Alright, let's move. Hey, Penny! What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess Will Powers won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But Will Powers is innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Penny, why you do me like this? I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes, on the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Ooh. Aroo. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Well, what do you mean, The Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? Man, Penny, why are you dropping these bombs on us? How can you just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find the new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called from here. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
Take that!
And this is? A fan collected all these photographs. These kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. ... Also, is my mic working? Hello? Okay. You're right. Okay! Well, what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. ... Okay! Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault. So someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. ... But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright. What do you want to see, Penny? How old is Penny? I want to know, actually. Penny, how old are you? 18, dang. Alright, I'm out of here, Penny. See you later. Everybody's doing their hard darnest to forget Hammer. Why do they think... Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh! Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. You claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe this rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Oh, right, I do. I'm sorry, Miss Oldback, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Take that! Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. Well, what does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that you used those on Powers? I got it, bro. Take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Exclamation point. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. Oh. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it cost quite a stare. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Holla holla. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. That question mark, a photograph? Oh shit! Wait a second. Oh dude, Miss Vasquez has short hair? Well, that ruins everything. Ruins my entire image of her. Well, wait a second. This is the picture? This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. Well, they didn't practice a lot of safety, did they? He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. He was holding a tennis racket. What the hell? What's going on here? Alright, let's talk to some people here. Let's go back to employee area. Okay, nobody here. Dressing room. Okay, Penny's gone. Hey, what up, Vasquez? Hello! Dot dot dot. Hello, hello! Well, Maya, you should at least try to be polite. Dot dot dot. I'm watching the clouds. Dot dot dot. That's all she had to say, apparently. Oh, there's a bent one. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Question mark? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Alright. Dot. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. Dot. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Dot. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Ooh. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Dang. Maya, you stay outside. We're gonna quote unquote talk in the quote unquote trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Dot. Exclamation. Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him into thinking it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? Oh shit. She looking right at me. What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Dang, look at you. Yeah. Think, what would it be if it was an accident? Dot, exclamation point. No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Damn, she's looking straight at me now. Her knockers are just pointed right at me. Knockers. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Give him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. Woo, dang. This lady. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh, shit. Oh, dang. Oh, shit. I'm gonna clip that. Woo! Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Well, what? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Oh, dang! Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that, where you're going. So long, friends. Dang! Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. Woo! Ow! I heard everything, pal! D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now! Huh. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow. Then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Dang! Dang. Oh shit. That was so fun. Some intense moments there. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. Sure, we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez? Woo! Rawr! October 2010 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? Question mark? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Whoa, snap, Edgeworth. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. We're right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I mean, I'm okay with her pants down, literally, too. Witness testimony, the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went into Studio 1. That's all. Ooh, complex. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. Okay. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Don't hit your desk, it irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. But it was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. Okay, let me see. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the... And you didn't stop in... At the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. Objection! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Yarr. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Okay, here we go. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal to take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, okay, alright. Okay, 15-minute break. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. Okay, basta ko na to. Sal? No, I mean someone else? One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. Huh. If I had some evidence... T-bone steak, okay. If I had proof she didn't eat T-bone steak? If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. What? What? How do I prove that she didn't eat T-bone steak? What?
Objection!
Okay. Ha, as I thought. Thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. There's no bones! Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare! Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat your steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. ... Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick! Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but... Silence. I'm speaking. Oh, damn! You got silence, Edgeworth. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, right? If you still think she did it, show us proof. Oh, I got proof. Hey, Nick. Look at the data we have on that samurai spear in the court record. Is there something there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear? Wait. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? So sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. What? Ugh. What's this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Aha! What? What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Bam, shika, bam, bam. Wrong, Mr. Wright, but I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fake blood. Shit. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. I guess it's the duct tape, really. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Sure. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us a weapon? Can you tell us what weapon used to kill... Look. Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be confounded, Mr. Wright. Can be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Bagabam! Look at this photo. Well, what is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on the top of at the top of the stairs. Oh, order, order. If I cannot have the order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Well, what? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Damn, she's some karate choppers. Has happened again! Wow. Mr. Wright, continue! It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Dee Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. ... exclamation point. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? ... Ho ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff. You deny that what happened is true? You deny that what I say is true? ... Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? ... The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. Shh. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Shh. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Bam! Take that! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body on to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Woohoo! Shh! Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate's costume. Shh. Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Ha! So without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van? Then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? I guess not. Of course I'm not serious. I was kidding to lighten up her proceedings. Lighten, you can't lighten up a murder! Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, right, fine. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? ... No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? ... So what happens next? Question mark. Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Yeah, she did say that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? ... Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright. We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. That's true. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Exclamation point. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. Herc, what do I do now? Testify again, I guess. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? That's true. You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn, to come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Ooh. Come on, Edgeworth, let's go! Let's go! Yes! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth! I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I did. You see very well. Objection! Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want you to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? This is awesome. I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see the little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Huh. Nick! Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it." I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick! Right. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police and Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. So sorry I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Why did the Old Bag say? The security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Didn't the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Okay. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Oh, why? Whoa. Because the guy is dead. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Objection! Here you go, Edgeworth, Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think! Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Yaj! Order! That's what I was talking about. Come on, Edgeworth. Thank you, man. Mr. Edgeworth! What do you have just said? Is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured. I couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. You have to find something to peg on this on her here, or everything we've done until now will have been wasted. Believe in you, Nick. Go get him. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something. Okay. About 10 minutes before, I wasn't stuffing any bodies in costume. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. Yeah, I have to agree with the defense on this one. It's the last statement. I need to find something that contradicts. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action sequence. Oh? You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Oh shit. Oh, nga pala, no? What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. But pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. Was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were so confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Oh? Why are the real killers? Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, she would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I presented the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. I'm gonna say this one. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. ... Exclamation point. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. ... Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you D. Vasquez used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Well, what's her motive? This is my proof! And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. So all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Urk. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. Let me save first. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this. I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of precious time. That's wrong spelling, bro. Nick, we're so close. Fix this one through, please. Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. It's the same photo, I think. This is my proof. And? Okay. She had no motive? She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? Most Mr. Hammer was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. Wah! What? Your Honor, Mr. Hammer drugged Miss Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. I mean, yeah. What up, lady? Whoa, what? Oh, whoa. So you did do it, didn't you? ... Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel? Oh, okay. That's a... Manuel? Shh. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please, please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Woo! Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Tut tut tut. Yes, yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Boop, 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 boop. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? It's because you were the Steel Samurai. So I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid show and as a villain too, to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Oh, dang. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah. Nick, Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want. Thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Damn. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? You're gonna find out soon enough. So the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. Pink Princess! Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that Will Powers gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. The end! The ender. Turnabout goodbyes. Look at this. Dang. Alright, let's play this thing. Ooh. It's been what? 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Yippee-ki-yay! Ooh, Edgeworth, you done did it! December 25, 10:08 a.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under. Preferably a freezing one. Oh shit. That's not good. You gonna become samurai or something? Yeah. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course. Except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing, spearing waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news. A large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy. In a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Yawn, boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick. Question mark? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go out down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fey Blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder! Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. Suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Question mark? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick. Yipes! Maya, the fireman yelled at me when I called him. You've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder! What? Then where? Whom? When? Where? Whom? How? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to the Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath a waterfall. You know, Nick, we've all been in here at one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Okay, I'm gonna go wireless. You're not gonna have a voiceover because I'm gonna be far from the microphone. I want to lie down and play. You're gonna have to do with reading, boys and girls. Reading is good for you. Yep. Ah! Don't be ridiculous. Nice one of those people. I'll be right back. Hey. What was that? 101. Okay. Abdul Majid Ra. What's up? All right. Ooh. I don't think I have a bot that says uptime. I'm 2 hours in this stream at least. But I've been playing a little while. I mean, I've been playing this game. Probably 10 hours already into this game. Alright, Edgeworth, here's the bombshell. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... ... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off inside? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 15 years old by now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being murdered, a murder suspect. Such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. ... I'd rather not talk about it. ... Right. Question mark. Pains me to ask you this. It pains me to ask you this now. I know you want us to defend you. Yes, will you? Of course we will. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Edgeworth's request put in pocket. Well, I guess we should. ... What's that? An earthquake? Nick! It's a big one. It's calming down. Whew, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball shivering. What? Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Ah, right. We have to get Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. What's going on here? Eek! Oh, what's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to you all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Not a heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of mine, but should let us see who's who. She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great, just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh. What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. Oh wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. Was just asked to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. I got you, bro. I got you. Fine. Ooh. Oh. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. Let's go, boy. Yeah. Fool! You seriously think I would stand here where I'm not completely prepared? Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Two pistol shots. Two pistol shots. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. "30 minutes after midnight." Objection. Poppycock. Oh, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Fired 3 times. Woohoo! Wait! Wrong. Ah, nice. Oh, Maya. Maya, she's gone. My grill.
Hold it!
Damn it.
Objection!
Ooh. Hmm.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Yes.
Hold it!
Challenged intellect.
Hold it! Objection!
Got him.
Take that! Take that!
Ugh.
Objection! Hold it! Hold it!
UFO.
Hold it! 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 Hold it!